Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Psychopaths Mandatory Happiness. In the previous video, we started getting food out for people, and people aren't eating these hyper oats curry because yeah, that's whatever. It's whatever. Anyway, so we're gonna force Tsurugi to eat it. So So hold on, I'm trying to get my bear. That's the wrong one. I'm trying to get to where I'm at. So hopefully, according to these choices, we're not too far away from like an actual end. So we'll see. Anyway, let's continue. It would be best if he ate it willingly, so I tried giving him the food like how this old document demonstrated, but instead he stepped back and looked confused. Even Enforcer Kagari's mouth fell open with surprise. Miss Kugatachi, I remembered reading somewhere that a man will be happy if you do this. It would be an effective way to demonstrate how delicious the food is. That's what we're doing. You threw me off for a minute. I thought that Miss Droid was just acting weird. Did I do something wrong? Strange. I thought this would have made a man like Takuma happy. Would I have been able to understand his feelings? Sorry, the sad spoon I was holding up, and then Takuma suddenly ate from it. Enforcer Tsurugi. Don't worry about it. You were a little off, but I got it after you explained it. Delicious. So delicious after being fed by such a hot babe. The taste should not change by something like that. It's just a matter of feeling. Hey, eat some too. It should be more delicious if we eat it together. He handed me a spoonful of curry and returned. I reluctantly put it in my mouth, and I was overcome by such a nostalgic taste, which almost moved me to tears. It's delicious. Alright, let's keep eating. Takuma truly knew how to make the curry seem as tasty as it was. He devoured each spoonful, tilting his head back, bursting out with satisfaction, and attracted more people. Yeah, I think I remember. I think I actually picked this one at some point. I don't know. Watching him remember me how he ate when we were together back then. The sight alone would compel me to feel as if my meal tastes better. Food always seems to taste better with the right company. Yes, that is true. That is true. Oh, we got our first customer. At that moment, the boy from before let go of his mother's hand and came running towards us. Picked up the clean plate and handed it to him. Here you go. Here, go to those nice men right there and get yourself some curry, okay? Yes, eat as much as you want. One after another, everyone else started getting in line. After a few moments, the big pot filled with curry was gone. God, I could really go for some curry. Hey, you lovebirds, finish your food and give me a hand. Who are the lovebirds? First of all, Takuma loved Yukari Himikawa, not Nadeshiko Kugatachi, but both of them were me, and it was so confusing. Baka. I should put rice first, right? Yeah, then leave it here. I'll top it off with the sauce. Everyone looked happy as they ate. They didn't have the transparent, desensitized faces of victims of the illness, but smiles of all different shapes and sizes. I felt as if I wanted to. I need that. What I wanted instead was let's cook and eat some help-made meals with Shu again. He has some connections to buy natural ingredients. That sounds like fun. Right? Could have connections like this or just enjoy each other's companies. Those days might not always have been easy, but it was full of life and meaning. Ginoza, the next transporter aircraft is arriving soon. Already? I need to bring enough supplies for 40,000 people, so they're working around the clock coming back and forth. I appreciate their hard work. We can't do anything on our side if we're too short-handed to distribute the supplies. What's the status of the shelters? We're sorting the supplies and distributing them, but we have to do everything by hand. Don't give up, Kugami. We can't now. That's exactly, Gino. It would be wise to take a break, or else we'll get swamped and become too overwhelmed to be of any use. Excuse me. Any blankets arrived yet? I'll bring them to shelters at sectors C and D. Blankets? I think they're in a container over there. Damn, we don't have enough people to sort all the supplies. We're on demand, Inspector. Don't tell me what I already know. Well then, what should we do? At the least, supplies will temporarily stop coming in after the next aircraft arrives. We probably can't keep working either. Let's talk to them once we go on break. Understood. Phew, my back hurts. My arms ache. That's what you get for carrying such a heavy load. You okay, Pops? It won't be funny if you threw out your back. Nonsense. My body doesn't tire that easily. But the situation doesn't look too good. Starting to distribute supplies, treating patients at the hospital, caring for those who are suffering from anxiety. Everything is lacking. You can use drones to help with the hospital tasks since they will be hacked if they go outside the building. Initially, we had the aircraft bring supplies to each shelter, but that was no longer feasible after the numbers of refugees in shelters increased. Borrowed trucks from delivering companies in the city to help with distribution, but the problem is we need drivers. Inspector Sunimori and I can't do it alone. In order to avoid being hacked, we could not use auto-nav. Operating everything by hand exhausted us more than we had expected. Yes, because driving by hand is so tiring. Haranomi, is it still impossible to use drones outside? I've tried several times, but haven't been able to regain control. Seems all wireless connection beyond public facilities have been taken over. This is impossible if we can't get any help. Problem is where we'll get that help. Speaking of that, can I suggest one thing? What is it, Kugatachi? What if we ask civilians for help? For example, we could get drivers from the delivery company. Luckily, I heard that most of their employees are fine. That's a good idea. There's doctors and counselors in the shelters too. It'll be a huge morale boost if we can get their support. everyone here is in a coma. It'll be helpful even if they only help us with the sorting and distribution of the supplies. Well, what if their heals worsen? Besides, we can't assume they will agree to help us. I'll ask help from Tokyo for that. But won't that take some time? For now, I think it'd be better if we got the civilians' help too. They'll be more than willing to help since this is their hometown. Don't make assertions without proof. Well, you cannot say there's no proof. I visited a few shelters and found that the civilians who were more cooperative tended to have more stable hues. Their well-being as well. Yes. There's a study that found that Alzheimer's patients could prevent their symptoms from worsening by staying physically active. The same rule applies to this illness. That's the disease that robs you of your memory and cognition, which means that maintaining independent action and keeping your brain stimulated could help treat it. Yeah, that makes sense. Doing nothing will lead you to ruin, right? Alright, fine. Tsunemori, Kugatachi, and Tsurugi will ask the civilians for the help. I'll request relief support from Tokyo. Understood. Yes, let's start working on that. Okay, let's go, Miss Kugatachi. Let's start with the closest shelters first. Miss Tsunemori, can you drive? Yes. While he distributed supplies to the shelters, he also asked for help from people who still had decent hues and were in good shape. Fortunately, many people cooperated, and as a result, the shelters gradually ran more smoothly. To all civilians of Salamine City, the Provisional PSP headquarters needs anyone who is willing to volunteer their help in this time of need. More people can move than we thought. Yeah, and even the absent-minded people seem to be in better shape, don't they? Being needed is a good feeling. Feels way better than doing nothing. Gosh, she blinks way too much. Civilians who helped us did not necessarily appear to be happy. Perhaps it's because the whole situation weighed down upon them. But right before my eyes, I realized how lively they looked. It was a different kind of happiness. Giving rather than taking. It was just like what I did in the past. Since I could not understand how happiness felt, I tried to learn by watching how happy other people were. I could only be found by feeling joy. Not by erasing sorrow and suffering. It can only be found by feeling nothing. It cannot be found by feeling nothing. Happiness can only be felt with your own heart. Often I cannot recognize such a simple thing like that. Well, you didn't know by the time you created him, so... Since I was criminally anthropomorphic and Alpha was an AI, we could not fully grasp the concept of emotion. That was why he... Papa, please open your eyes. Get a hold of yourself. Darling, please, wake up. What should I do? My train of thought halted after hearing those words. A woman and a young girl clung to a man who would never wake up. I could tell they were exhausted and sleep deprived from dark circles around their eyes. A nurse rushed beside them, telling them something. They tried holding their tears back and continued talking to the man, another patient. My chest tightened. In the past, I had tried staying by patients and their families just like they were doing, but ultimately nothing I did eased their pain, so I euthanized the patients, cutting off the road of their family suffering. That was my sin. Because I committed that sin, I regret it. I was full of regret. How arrogant and selfish of me. They had been the root of their family's sorrow, but their family still loved them. Even though he was worsened, they faithfully stayed by their side, full of hope. But I robbed them of that, all because I was so blind in my belief that suffering and pain were unnecessary to achieve happiness. Humans had heart apart from their hue, and how their feelings were not uniform, but different from person to person. What I had concluded was not the best solution. And now, Alpha has made a huge mistake. Focusing solely on the hue, eliminating what I incorrectly believed was unnecessary, and believing that happiness was a state of nothingness, had been wrong for me. Because happiness was something that could only be felt. I need to meet Alpha, but would he forgive me? Since I was the one who led him down this path, he may end up hating me and fall deeper in pain and sorrow. Would seeing Alpha end up hurting him? What should I do? What's wrong, Miss Kugatachi? Do you have another headache? After Takuma called out to me, I came to. No, I'm fine. Where's Inspector Sumimori? Miss Sumimori is discussing with some of the volunteer nurses. You look kind of pale. You have something cold to drink. Sorry for the trouble, thanks. Takuma poured some water from a drink server and handed it to me. Cold water was a bit refreshing. Do you have another flashback? So you should ask Inspector Junoza if you can take a break. I indirectly exposed my thoughts to Takuma, who was completely oblivious of the sins I had committed. What should a person who committed a sin do? Huh? Don't they just get punished by the Dominator? No, I mean like a sin that cannot be judged by Sybil. What do you mean? In our world, if your crime coefficient is not high, you won't be punished by doing things contrary to what used to be known as ethics. But what if you have sinned? In such a case, what should you do? Pray for forgiveness by the holy God. Silence fell upon us. No wonder. There's no answer. Being criminally anthropomorphic was not a sin. Thus, I would not be punished or forgiven, but only left to blame myself. Sorry for telling you such a strange thing. This will end up just making you frustrated. That was what I believed. But when I looked at him, I could not find any sign of frustration on his face. He just began talking. There's no other choice but to keep atoning for your sins until you are forgiven. Forgiven, you say? Yeah. I don't know who you're talking about, but sin is a huge debt. You need to pay it off. A huge debt? If you're not forgiven, I don't think you should run away from it. Instead, you should face it head on and keep trying to make amends. Make amends. Make amends. Takuma gazed off, having a very distant look. Wonder if he also had a sin like the one I had. You're right. No matter what, you should not run away. Someone will tell you not to try doing whatever you can't. Oh, sorry. Was that inappropriate to say in front of Inspector? Well, I guess you won't mind now. No. Actually, I sympathize with what you said. Thank you, Inspector Tsurugi. I have no doubts. Right. Even if I was not forgiven, did not mean that I should not see Alpha. Did not matter if I was forgiven. I was going to correct his mistake and make him happy. Even if it resulted in Alpha hating me, that's what I deserved. I'm surprised that you say that to me. Well, if you ever need to talk, I'm all ears. Thank you. Takuma's unshaken kindness almost made my eyes water. But if I cried, it would only worry him more. Kugatachi, Tsurugi, we're done here. Now let's move to the next shelter. Inspector Tsurugi returned at the perfect time as I was struggling to hold back my tears. Oh, okay, let's go. Turn away from Takuma, heading towards Inspector Tsurugi. He would never know how thankful I was for him. Civilians at the recent shelter had cooperated with us. Volunteers from Tokyo had been deployed. With all their help, we could finally focus on the investigation. Finally! Focus on the task at hand. It appears that the hospital drones are only working inside the buildings, but I set an alarm that will ring if anything happens. Most of the shelters and supplies distribution are operating smoothly now, so we will continue the investigation on Alpha. Of course, the focus of our investigation was Alpha, but he had abandoned his cybernized body and was nothing but data floating in cyberspace now. Oh, that's massive. It will be quite troubling if Alpha transcends into an overseas server. I doubt that's possible, since we have custody of his cyborg. The furthest he can fleet is most likely Tokyo, but there wasn't any trace of a large-scale data transfer. Large-scale. I didn't say that word right. Oh well. Which means he's limited to the city. The city might be special to Alpha. All the previous cases he's responsible for occurred here. If he fled, there would be no reason for him to cause another incident here. Right. He's looking for Yukari, so he probably can't just up and leave the city until he's reunited with her. My chest shuddered after hearing those words. Yet another one of my sins. I left Alpha all to his lonesome. I need to meet him and so I can atone for my error. We can definitely assume that he is in the city, but do we have any leads where? Nothing. From here on, we can only rely on manpower. To be honest, Alpha is a program that takes up so much capacity since he is a software AI. You can see that from our data transaction at the middle school. It would be difficult to keep that much data hidden. In short, we'll need to check every server in this city for any signs of suspiciously large amounts of data.
So
we'll use our feet in a game of hide and seek, just as usual. There's a difference between real feet like ours and cybernized ones. Well, let's show that kid what it means to be a hound dog then. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. I'm counting on that. Crying all the time. I said that from the bottom of my heart. After all, it would take too much time to find Alpha if I worked alone. But I did not want to leave him all alone any longer. He was my son who carried my sins all by himself. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. I wanted to hold him. Miss Droid's encouraging us now, or what? Let's work hard and win this game. Kagari, this is no time to play. Exactly. Kagari, you're kind of good at stuff like that. Alright, let's do this, guys. I have already prepared the equipment for the investigation. So everyone have a seat. I've installed a basic firewall, but let me know if you need any further support. Okay, let the games begin. However, as we began checking the server, something strange happened. Whoa. Whoa. The Lord said to Noah, enter the ark, and all your household, for you alone I have seen to be righteous before me in this time. I'll send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe from the face of the earth every living creature I have made. I shut down the power and gazed at the city without its hollows. The old barren city looked like a human heart. Just another ugly hue exposed by a chimatic scan. People panicked, running every which way, knocking down others in their way. They even trampled on their families and friends. Oh, such ugly creatures. In contrast, those who helped others had very clear heroes. The righteous people who deserved my happiness. But even they'd become unhappy if I didn't help them. There's too much temptation in this world. Too many choices. Humans kept straying from the right path in search of their happiness, only to end up ruining everything. That's why I would resurrect this world. That's why Mother created me. You're all foolish. You all chose your own unhappiness. You should just quietly accept the happiness I offer. Then, a world full of happiness will emerge. I'll watch over it with Mother, forever and ever. Seems like a power outage. Come on, at a time like this. Let's wait for the power to return. This tower has an independent generating system, so it will turn on soon. Thank goodness, it's back already. Unomi, what's the status of the equipment? I'll check on them right away, just in case because of the abrupt power outage. What just happened? Does that mean the entire city lost power too? It's definitely a possibility. We should take a look outside, Inspector. Alright. Konami, work on getting the equipment back online. We'll go check the city right now. Everyone, let's head outside. Let's head out. Yes. When we went outside, we were greeted by a tragic sight. With its environmental hollow and all the lights shut off, the city looked like ruins. Oh yeah, I remember this happening in one of the things. Only the dim lights of emergency signals shine through the gray cityscape, and a screeching alarm shrilled through the air. Oh my god, I remember this too. It's so fucking annoying. An alarm? Who's behind this? There's no doubt it's Alpha. Oh my god, this alarm is just so fucking annoying. Why is he doing this? You can barely hear anything else that goes on in this. This is a bit ominous. Is it the sound of an emergency alarm, right, Enforcer Tsurugi? Oh my god, that alarm is so goddamn annoying. I might just mute my TV so I don't have to hear it. Yeah, so I don't know if when a disaster or invaders are nearing. I've only heard it during fire drills, but when it rains, the barrier will come down. Oh, it's so annoying. Yeah, it's definitely... Oh my god. Come down? So does that mean we'll be trapped? We need to get the fuck back to the hospital. Wait, no. No, if that happens, all civilians will panic. Oh my god. It's starting. Thank god. The dome that had once welcomed the blue skies was now covered with steel. Damn, we're like sitting ducks here. Not only us, but everyone else in the city too. What the hell does Alpha think he's doing? I wonder what would happen next. Anxiety seeped, spraying nothing but unsettling thoughts in my head. What else was he planning on doing? As we all stared above at the steel barrier, an awkwardly serene music began to play. Soon speakers all around the city started spitting out this generic calming sound. Gently. This was definitely the song that Alpha had always hummed to me when I was young. And with this song, the voice of a boy started talking. Time has come. Selection time. It all depends on whether you trust and obey me. It will be the last choice you will ever have to make. I'm just glad the alarm is done. Oh my god, that hurts so much. Alpha. So it was you. What the hell are you thinking? Those who trust me and follow the path I have made will be rewarded. Eternal happiness shall be yours. Excuse me. I'll come for those who have already entered a state of happiness. For those who haven't, walk through the gate. Those who listen and head towards the utopia I have created for you will not meet any suffering or sorrow. Head to gate A14. That is the only way you can achieve your happiness. However, the gate isn't open for everyone. Heaven won't accept those who try to seek their own happiness. As such, you will be allowed to rest in peace. By dawn tomorrow, the gate will close. Only those who come in time and enter and choose the happiness I've created will be welcomed. Then the broadcast was cut off. Eternal happiness must mean the Eutressus deficiency. Yeah, no doubt. I also mentioned one more thing that intrigued me. Which was what he meant by rest in peace. Wonder if... What the hell? Does he mean he's gonna kill anyone who doesn't have the justice deficiency? What? Shivering down my spine. Of course, there are people who take Heaven's Gate, lose some of their cognitive skills, but still manage not to contract the illness. Like those who caused the riots. The Alpha's process powers high. Maintaining the lives of 40,000 people is not an easy feat. Meaning he must limit the number of people who can continue making happy. But even then, killing those who fail to give happiness is, well... What's important to him is seeing people happy. If they don't seem happy, he gets rid of them. That makes no sense! Anyway, let's stop Alpha as soon as possible. Otherwise, we will meet an unfortunate disaster. At the worst, everybody in the city will be eliminated. Cannot stop my hands and knees from trembling. The fact that Alpha was capable of this meant I might not be able to reach him anymore, and I was terrified. I could not stop here. I raised my chin and clenched my fist. I held Alpha's hand one more time, by any means necessary. I had to go beyond gate A14, which means the abducted civilians must be there. It's hardly possible. While on the subject, Alpha should be there too. But we can't put all our eggs in one basket, since he's an AI. His data can be anywhere. We should split into two teams. One works on the cyber investigation and the other infiltrates gate A14. Right, then. Wait, this is an emergency. What's wrong with Kanamori? I was checking on all the equipment. I rebooted the system and got a report. Drones are assaulting people at the shelters. Wait, what's going on? I won't know the details until we see it ourselves. The drones are murdering civilians. I heard screams in the background of the auto file. This is serious. Hey, Gino, those drones are the ones who are going to lay everyone to rest. It'll be a massacre if we don't stop them. That's careless. Alpha could take action against us anytime he wants. Somehow I don't underestimate how malicious he could be. Thinking he never actually harm people, but he stopped at nothing to make everyone happy. The intrusive deficiency. Alpha was literally managing lives, deciding who lived and who did not. Did not want to believe it was true, but an actual report came in. I saw with my own eyes. But we cannot treat any of the civilians given that all the drones are killing them. Shion, tell us which shelter the reports came from. Report came from the middle school out from the last crime. Case, hurry! You have no choice. Everyone rush over to the shelter. Konami continue researching for Alpha. Okay. Understood. Alpha, please stop. It dust my heart. I begged him, knowing the whole time. But not reach him. There was only one way. I'll see you. Boom, 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 boom. Alpha was playing God now. You know what, guys? I'm going to end it here. It's gone on a little long. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please give that like button a click. Comment down below. Check about the video that you didn't like about the video. And let me know. I remember this blackout happening and the civilians killed in one of the other ones. So let me know if you guys remember this. So yeah. And as always, guys, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out a beat. And subscribe to my main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, RBG Kingdom Kid Twitter, are in there too. I want to thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.